Hi, everyone. My name's Lindsay. I'm the manager at Vikara. Currently, I'm in the US, but I'm sitting here with Rowie Klein, who is the owner and founder of Vikara. And we're just going to talk a little bit about the history of Vikara, how the magic all came to be the center of Vikara in Olan, Ecuador, and just give you a little bit of information about what we do there, why it's special, and a little bit more about our founder, Rowie. So, Rowie, let's get started.
Yeah.
Tell us, tell us first, where do you come from? How did you arrive in Ecuador? What's your backstory?
So I'm originally from Israel, and I arrived to Ecuador in 2014 after traveling around the world, experimenting with different communities and spiritual movements. And my background, I can say that I primarily worked with special education. I was working in the US for 4 years in an intentional community with young adults with special needs. And the background was also with anthroposophy, which is a spiritual movement. And after working in very intensely there, I decided that I needed a change. And I didn't know what was that change. But I was 28 years old, and my dream was to travel to Cuba. And I decided that I'm going to bicycle through the country. So I bought a bicycle, and I spent 2 months in Cuba, which was fantastic. I really recommend to anybody to go to Cuba. And after that, I just wanted to continue this trip. This traveling with the bike was very convenient, and I came to Colombia, and I rode all the way from Bogota to Quito, which is the capital of Ecuador. And when I arrived to Ecuador, I decided that I don't want to continue on the bike, so I just took a bus to the ocean, and when I arrived to the ocean, I immediately fell in love with this immense being. I started surfing here, and it became my passion, my life. Yeah.
So, what else about Ecuador made you? I mean, you were in this kind of nomadic place and then you fell in love with Ecuador. So, what about the country, or maybe even specifically Olan, did you fall in love with?
Well, it was everything together. I mean, when I arrived to this country before, I was very an intellectual person. I was reading tons of books in the US, and I wasn't really focusing much attention to my body. And when I arrived to Ecuador, I started surfing, and I started with yoga, and the ability to really connect to my body was really um, amazing. I don't know what to say. It was new for me, and along with that, there is the people who are so peaceful and non-judging. Um, the idea of freedom is very much alive here. There is not so many regulations. You can basically be yourself, and nobody judges you. And it felt very natural. I felt like a kid here. And this feeling of being a kid and being able to do whatever you want is truly unique.
That's amazing. Yeah. So, tell me then, what was the evolution or your journey towards plant medicine and ayahuasca?
So plant medicine came later. I started a business here. I had a restaurant for almost 3 years. And during that time, I had a shift again in my life. And I was going through some dark moments, and I was seeking healing. And I found a shaman here who took me on, and we had San Pedro ceremony. And after that, we also had ayahuasca ceremonies. And through these ceremonies, I had a total transformation, a total change. Especially my relationship to my father changed a lot, and with this, lots of gratitude kind of grow, um, and I learned to be more grateful for my life, and so with that gratitude, more opportunities came. And I realized that these plants are super powerful, and they have very strong healing. Um, they can bring lots of healing to the people, and it was almost that it was a calling for me, and telling me that this is something that I want to share with the rest of the world.
So then, how did the whole concept or idea of Vikara come about as a retreat center?
It came about long time ago. I think throughout my journey in the world, the people that I met, the communities that I lived in, everything kind of built it. It's all built into it. But it really became a Vikara in 2017. I was running retreats for a year, and then I met my yoga teacher, Elba Camejo, and she's from Venezuela. And we started running the retreats together. She is the yoga teacher, and I'm as the facilitator. And the aspect shifted from more of a lifestyle with activities and healthy food into transformational retreats, where we really started to look into the people who came to us, and understanding where they're coming from and what is it that they need in their life, and helping them to achieve those things. Later on, I found medicine people that were willing to work with us, and so the plant medicine also became part of our program. And this is also now becoming more and more the focus of our work here.
And so now you have manifested this beautiful retreat center right on the beach in Olan. And what, with this new space that you have to host people, what are your main goals to achieve with hosting retreats?
So in Vikara, we have a few goals here. I think the most important goal is that we are giving people a safe space for coming here and having a transformative experiences, transformation in their own life. Um, and then this is happening within a community, people that are like-minded. So within the groups that are coming here, we have people that are searching more or less the same things. It's about seeking something, the essence of yourself and the essence of this life, um, which manifests and expresses itself in many different ways. We want to do that in a joyful way, in an easy way, in a happy way. Um, we will we would like to form connections and network with people from around the world that are doing the same work as we do. And Yeah, allowing people to be themselves and expressing their full potential. I think that these are the goals here at Vikara. And by doing so, we are raising our vibration and we are creating a better race, a better humanity. And I think this is something that the world needs now.
Yeah, for sure. And so what do you find, you've been leading retreats now for a couple of years. We had a pretty short season this year for retreats before the global situation. But in these retreats that we've done in the past, what do you find is most rewarding to you about this kind of work?
For me, it's the learning process. I feel like a student of life here. Every year there is something new. You know, this year we have not expected, but we have this huge change with the pandemic. So we had to shut down. A few years ago, there was an earthquake. Um, so these are like more things that are coming from outside, but we also have the internal things that we are dealing here on an everyday life, and working with the staff, the people that come, meeting new people. Every guest that come here is a world by itself, and it's very rewarding because I feel like this is a school, and it's a school to how to become a human being, um, filled with consciousness. And for me, this is the most rewarding. I'm a student, um, and the people that come here, they are students, but we are also all teachers. So this is an ongoing process, and this is very rewarding to see the impact that we have on the world, because I keep a conversation with most of the guests that come here, and this is something that doesn't go away. I hear how our retreats are affecting their life, and a lot of the guests are coming back, and I feel that this is a wonderful thing that we offer.
Yeah, it's like we all become family.
Yeah, we become family, and we decide to walk this path of the heart, um, which is a path that is now needed. It's it's working out of here, rather out of here, or out of the power of the will. Um, it's really this heart that combines between our intellect and our willpower. And
Hmm.
living there is living in the balance.
Yeah, well said. So tell me, what makes Vikara special as a retreat center? Because there's many options for people to do plant medicine retreats, but what makes Vikara unique?
Sure. Um, I think first of all, we have a great location here. As you can see, this is the retreat behind me. This is right on the beach. It's a new retreat center. We just opened this December 2019. And so the facility is brand new, and it's been built with the design to be a retreat center, to have to host um, ayahuasca retreats and transformational retreats. Um, we have incredible staff here that puts his heart and mind together to create a program that is unique for the people that come here. We are very dedicated to our mission, to our goal. So this is our life. It's not like we are doing it to prove something, or to sell something. This is just becomes part of our life. You know, like we decide that this is our path, and this is what we want to share with the people. And so this became a part of what we want to offer and who we are. So I think that there is, when you come here, you feel a lot of genuine, how do you say?
Yeah,
Genuine,
genuineness. Yeah.
genuineness. Um,
Authenticity.
yes, and this is our main intention. We have also, we work with different medicine men and women. So usually when you go to centers, they work with a specific medicine men or shamans. But we have variety. So if you check our website, you will see that every retreat has a different uh, people that we come here as guests. And this is unique because you get to taste from different lineages and different sources, and the plant medicine are cooked differently. And we work with very small groups. We have only a space for 10 people. That makes the ceremonies and the entire experience much more personal um, and intimate. And I think that's about it. I'm sure that every center is unique. I don't see ourselves as better, or I just think that once you come here, you feel that there is something special here,
Hmm.
and we are very open to always to make things better. So I know that within the years to come, we are just gonna get better in how we do it, and it's real magical.
Maybe talk a little bit about how being at the ocean is a different quality of magic compared to maybe being in the jungle.
Sure, I mean the jungle by all means is also very very special. I myself went to the jungle and I've had ayahuasca there, and I will continue going there because I think that anybody who wants to be part on that path and wants to drink these medicines more than one time should have an experience in the jungle. But having it in a setting like this is much more comfortable, and also connecting to the ocean is a totally different energy than being surrounded by woods and jungle. So we have here this vast being of the ocean with whales and dolphins and manta rays and surf, and it's a very different environment than your usual jungle retreat.
So, sorry, what were you going to say?
No,
Oh, okay. So tell me, what would you say to somebody who was kind of researching plant medicine retreats and maybe had reservations about doing the ceremonies and or was on the fence about whether it was right for them?
well, I think that if you are searching to do ceremonies or to go to a retreat, then you probably already know what is your purpose or what's your intention. And if you don't know, then that's something that you should really find out. That's, I think, the most important thing for somebody who wants to go to such a retreat. So you have to really sit with yourself and figure out what is it that you want to get out of those plants. It's very important to do your research on the centers, and you can read the reviews, you can go to their website, and I think the most also one thing that is more a lot is very important is to have a conversation before you book the retreat with the retreat owners. So in that sense, you can feel how they are and what vibe they produce. And we always have conversations with our guests before they book. Um, and I feel this is an important thing that somebody can do. Um, yeah, and I really think like if you have a calling for that, then go for it, and you will know in your heart that this is something that is calling you.
Okay, do you have any final words for our listeners or anyone that's looking into retreats?
Sure. Well, I want to invite you to check our website. It's vikaralifestyle.com. And if you have any questions or you want to connect with us, then please pick up the phone and call us. Our phone is on the website and on our Facebook page and Instagram. And you can follow us on the Instagram page where you will see many of the pictures and the stuff that we are posting, the stories. And I know that this is right now a hard time, and a lot of people having financial problems, and the planning is not maybe something that we should do right now. But I want you to remember that we've learned already, like everything in this world is transient, and so this shall also pass. And I hope that wherever you are, you can connect to this inner essence, to your peaceful essence, to your calmness, and bring joy into your hearts, and know that this is transient. And I'm looking forward for all of you um, who's interested. I'm looking forward to meet you in our retreat and have this really unique experience with us.
Thanks, Roe. And yes, just to wrap it up, check out our website, vikaralifestyle.com. We have our schedule posted on that. Our first retreats we're looking at are starting in December of 2020. So let us know if you have any questions, and thanks for listening.
Thank you very much.